roaming racer. I can take him.
Did you drop the phone or not want to talk?
You and me, let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you just...
Let's get some breathing room. Hell yeah!
Gearbox? Man, I can't believe he went down. Fine. Nice job.
Wait for the sun to come up.
A roaming racer. Perfect.
Ah, cool. Can you hear me when I talk? Loading screens take a few minutes. They're kind of a pain. Alright, so basically, if I go to free roam, there's not too many people playing this one. There's a few. You can pretty much go anywhere you want in the game and just drive all over, kind of like Grand Theft Auto. You get free access everywhere. This isn't a real good lobby. I'll go to a different one. There's real no point to free roam except you go out there and kind of show off your cars and have fun driving around and stuff. We do a lot of races up at drag races and stuff up and down the airstrip. There's ramps and jumps everywhere that they put in the game for you to kind of have fun toying with. In a good lobby, you'll have a bunch of people actually racing and doing stuff. Sometimes it's just like a car meet. Like the one I played before I went to bed early this morning when I got home from work. It was just like a car meet where everybody kept coming out with their different cars and they would just park and show them off and stuff. It was kind of neat. Not the most exciting thing, I suppose, but if you appreciate nice looking cars. These are the guys I was, well, one of them, that Ken Block guy, I was grouped with him the other day on here. Holy crap. Anyway, so the game has like damage and stuff. If you smash your cars up and whatnot, you can go to like the gas station and then it'll fix up your car or refill your nitrous for you in case you use it. Otherwise you can just drive fast and do silly things and get your nitrous charged up again. Yeah, you got the TA out. Oh, he doesn't want to race? Oop. Anyway, this is the airstrip area where people tend to have fun ramping and jumping, but there's quite a bit of map here, Ashton, that you can go to, and you can kind of, the pink spots like gas stations or garages or different like part shops. There we go. Or if you go to car dealerships, you can kind of fast travel to all those locations. Otherwise you have to drive to all these locations, the other ones. But people tend to just get together and cruise around. The other day I was driving with somebody out here. We ended up getting, I think, 3 or 4 of us. And we were all doing drift stuff around them, just all over the place. I think we were on this side of the map, up in the mountain canyon kind of stuff. It was really fun. It's just fun to kind of beat on the cars. And I'll kind of show you the garage. I hope that guy doesn't say anything inappropriate. So in your garage you have a few different like spots where you can store vehicles. And then like this spot here, they have broken down, busted cars, like just what they call derelict cars that are just like scattered throughout the world, I guess. And you can go and you can find the shell like this, and you can pick up different parts, and then you can rebuild them into actual cars. And then they also have like abandoned cars. I think every 2 weeks they throw a different abandoned car in the game. Sorry about that. The cat was getting bullied by the dog. Oh, Bubba didn't tell you about it? I'll have to show you. So they have like different types of race cars. Like they have racing, and then they have like cars that are for drifting and drag racing, off-road. Runner cars are like your cop chasing cars. And speed cross, which I have yet to get to. I got a lot of missions to get the speed cross unlocked. I think that's your faster cars. Anyway, these are some of the cars that I have. And you can get most cars for each class. Like, meaning like, say I wanted this car, but I want that in drag racing, I'd have to go to a drag racing dealership and buy it in a drag racing version, or drift, or whatnot. And you can do lots of customization in this too. Lots of customization. And you could share your custom stuff too. For example, this wrap that I made on the Charger and all the decals and all that stuff. And then like the paint jobs that I did on the rims and whatnot, you could take that, save it, and then upload it and share it with everybody else online and kind of mix and match stuff. You could even download, like say this was somebody else's pattern, you could download it and remove, like say the Wage Slave Rebel thing on the back window, and then you could put like Ashton's car or something like that. This was an abandoned car for this week. It's a really old Skyline, and if you beef it up, it's probably like the fastest Skyline. So like every 2 weeks they put that abandoned car in there, and then basically when you go get the car, what it is it was previously stolen and then abandoned, and you could get the car, and then you have to get away from the cops and go back to that airfield. You got this mechanic there named Rav, and Rav's like a buddy of yours. Kind of like the Fast and Furious, you know. And he's got a little Asian dude over at Tedge's garage or whatever. Some mechanic buddy. That's what Rav is, basically. Anyway, you have to take the abandoned car, outrun the cops, get to the airstrip, and go to the garage that I just went to, that I'm inside of right now. And once you do that, you complete it, and you own the car at that point. They've had quite a few abandoned cars as well. Last 2 or 3 weeks ago was the other abandoned car, and that was where is it? There's the Barracuda. That's my drag racing car. This thing is a beast. It'll do a wheelie for like 5 seconds. It's pretty nice. But this is probably my newest favorite. And this guy here, this Porsche, is a racing version. But I've been able to pretty much do anything in the game with it. It's just so powerful. And now, recently though, since I got the Barracuda, this has really become kind of my favorite. And this Barracuda, all decked out like it is, has got enough power for me to use it for racing, drifting. I could use it on off-road. I could drag race with it. It's pretty cool. There aren't too many cars in the game that you can use like utility like that. Yeah, if you hear talking, that's my roommate in the background. Anyway, I'm gonna go play around with these guys and show you a few minutes of this. Ow. Kind of gotta watch out what you're doing as you see when people are returning, doing their return trip. They get going pretty fast. And they'll run right into you and it's over. Holy, he was pretty close. Yeah, always look both ways, right? Oop. So that's what free roam's about, Ashton. Just having fun, doing silly stuff. I'm a big fan of this racing driver called Ken Block. He's all over YouTube. He does these wild-ass races all over the place, all over the country, or the world. They're called gymkhanas, and they're like stunt drift tracks. And that's kind of what I into, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's not, it's kind of a sport, but not yet. I think it's becoming a sport in the car world. But it's like a lot of drifting and racing around and crazy stuff. See if I can do it around the car. little close. Dang it. And then there's people like that that just hit you on purpose. Okay.
My dad does that. He's in the nursery.
So anyway, the crossout game, Ashton, it's like a combination of like shooting,
Says he's gotta go to potty.
Minecraft, and then, you know, cars. Kind of reminds me of the Twisted Metal game that I used to play back in the day, where you got in cars and they had like guns mounted on them. You run around and shoot each other with your vehicles. I'll have to show you that after this if you're still watching. 'Cause that thing is really cool. But when I don't want to think about a game and I just want to have fun, this is what I tend to do, this or Call of Duty, but even that gets frustrating after a while. Anyway, hope you kind of enjoyed that. Not much, but this is what Dad does. Here's some homage for you. I don't know if you're watching that, Ashton. Let's go arrest some fools. Hey, you're under arrest. Hey, we don't do the speed limit here. Get going. Now it's daytime, I can see where I'm going. Uh-oh. Man, I always end up in that spot. I monster trucked that thing. That's fun. Well, you get the point, Ashton. All right, bud. I'll turn it off. Maybe another time I'll show you the crossout game. I meant to log out here and show you that. But thanks for watching. Hey, what time do you get out of school? I'll just text you.